and is back running in fourth, and they're into the stretch. And it's Highest Honors on the far outside, who is taking the lead. Endorsed is second, and then comes looking at Bikinis, who's trying to battle back on the inside. Rowayton is fourth, passing the 16th pole. It is Highest Honors and Endorsed, and Highest Honors has the lead down to the wire. Highest Honors has won the Curlin.
All right, welcome back to Racing Rundown. Here we are again with another episode of Travers Profile. This time we're covering the Chad Brown entry of Highest Honor and looking at Bikinis. And these are two horses that they did not run in the Triple Crown. They were not on the Triple Crown trail. They are not necessarily like superstars yet, but they are improving and definitely horses that you would think you were going to see later on in the year. Before we get into this though, I do just want to once again open it up for entries into our Travers Saturday contest for a support horse racing bracelet. That's what you'll win if you can pick the most correct winners for the Travers card. So 13 races. All you have to do is send me a list of 13 winners of the race. You do not have to be 100% correct on this. It's just the person who gets the most correct wins the bracelet. And you can send them to me on Twitter at Rundown Racing, on Instagram, Racing Rundown Podcast, or my email, racingrundownpodcast@gmail.com. I will take entries up until 11 a.m. on Saturday. That's what I just decided right now. I will take entries up until 11 a.m. on Saturday. I will be live streaming most of the Saratoga Stakes schedule. And by the way, that is 11 a.m. Eastern time. So if you're in the West Coast, that's 8 p.m. Pacific. Excuse me, not AM, PM. But anyway, let's get into this. We're talking about Highest Honor and looking at Bikinis. I'm going to start with Highest Honor. This horse trained by Chad Brown is going to be ridden by Luis Saez in the Travers Stakes. Luis has had a very successful Saratoga meet. He's definitely going to be one of the guys that's in contention for the Eclipse Award at the end of the year. Rebounded pretty well after being disqualified in the Kentucky Derby. Has won a lot of stakes races, and talking about the horse Highest Honor, this horse won the Curlin Stakes, a restricted race, but still a stakes race, and he won this race over his stablemate looking at Bikinis. So this is a horse that is improving. Like I said about him earlier, I don't necessarily think that this horse is the best three-year-old. That's not up for debate, but a horse that is improving on the upturn, and definitely if you want to look into this horse in this race, I would definitely say so. He's probably going to be one of the more reasonable long shots. Again, I did my long shots for the last race, Laughing Fox and Everfast. So if you like super ultra long shots, there you go right there. This is a horse that has run 3 career races, has never finished worse than second, and has won his last 2. He broke his maiden in June. He did not run as a 2-year-old, so that's why this is probably the first time you're hearing about him. But, excuse me, the Curlin Stakes was not restricted. It was a listed race. That was my fault. But these two Chad Brown horses did not run in the Triple Crown Trail. Highest Honor did not run as a 2-year-old. So this is a fresh horse. You could also look at it the other way, though, that this is a green horse. But this is a horse that has not run a lot of races, does not have a lot of mileage, and he's trained by Chad Brown, who has been winning everything. This is probably a smart play. He's not my number 1 play, but this is, if you like to play hot trainers and hot jockeys, this is definitely your horse to play. If you are a hot trainer, hot jockey guy, Luis Saez and Chad Brown and Highest Honor, this is the horse to play. But we're going to talk about the other horse now. Looking at Bikinis, he has also run 3 races this year. A couple of them at Belmont Park, or not this year. He won his maiden race all the way back in September of last year. Did not race again until winning an allowance race at Belmont Park, and then he was third his most recent outing in the Curlin Stakes. So looking at Bikinis, I thought that this horse was going to be a lot better at this point. Not saying that he's not a good horse, but I thought that this was going to be one of the standout new horses that comes around. Like, you know, you always have a lot of horses that come around that didn't run on the Triple Crown and come out at the end and turn into not necessarily Eclipse Award winners, although 2 of the past 3 years we did get that. But horses that didn't run in the Triple Crown or on the Derby Trail and ultimately turn into really solid horses. And not saying that Looking at Bikinis is not a really solid horse, but I thought that he was going to be undefeated at this point. I really thought that he was going to win the Curlin Stakes. Not writing him off because he didn't, but that's what I thought. I still think that this is a horse that is improving, and probably I like horses more than him, but you could make a case for me to pick highest, or to pick looking at Bikinis in this race. I love the name, by the way, but, some people like name value, but, so if you like name value, this is your horse to play, looking at Bikinis. But anyway, I love the name of this horse. I don't pick by name, though. This is the son of Looking at Lucky, so, reputable sire, reputable trainer, Chad Brown. Javier Castellano is a great jockey. There's a lot of reasons you can look at to pick this horse, even the fact that he's never been out of the money in his career. So, a lot of ways to look at it. There's a lot more than just the fact that, although, the one thing that I will say, and I'm going to cut myself off there, this horse has never run in a stakes race before. Neither of the two Chad Brown horses have. So this is an uptick in class, so we'll have to see how they handle it. Anyway, this has been Travers Profile. Tomorrow we will be wrapping up, and I say tomorrow by Friday. These videos will be up on Friday, so I should say later on today we are going to finish up the Travers Profile series. We're going to cover the last 3 horses, Chest Chief, Endorsed, and Scars Are Cool. So I will see you tomorrow with that video. Again, we are not doing a Sword Dancer preview because I covered that in the podcast on iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Play. You can go check it out there. I will leave a link in the description. I'll also tweet out that episode is live. So if you want to check that out, feel free to do so. If you have not already, follow us on Twitter, Rundown Racing, Instagram, Racing Rundown Podcast. I will see you on... I will see you tomorrow, not on Saturday.